Welcome back to Beyond Beans and Weenies. I'm Sue.
I'm Janet. Today we're making another dish using the emergency pack. We're going to call this cornbread casserole.
And you saw, we're just making that up because it was a really long title.
Yeah.
So you saw how easy it was before in the last couple of days to sort of give your family a nutritious and tasty meal.
Without going to the drive-thru.
So hit it.
All right. So we start first. It's kind of two parts to it. It's kind of like a shepherd's pie, sort of. Okay. So we'll start with some ground beef. We've already cooked this up. It could be ground turkey as well. And you cook that with a little bit of flour if you want to thicken it. And to that we're going to add a cup of salsa. I'm going to let Sue open it up because she's the strong one too. And then it calls for 2 cans of cream corn. Are you okay there, Susie? I told you. 2 cans. How much of this? Corn. A cup.
A cup, okay.
A cup. And if you didn't have cream corn, you could certainly use the regular corn. I'm going to get this open.
I'm not big on measuring. Why do you think I'm not a measurer?
I don't know.
Oh, crap. Things happen in the kitchen.
I have a hard time with this.
I should be doing
Have you noticed that once you get it going wrong on a can, it's like hard to get it back right
here?
again?
Let me do it. You talk. Okay.
I'll let you do that. 2 cans of cream corn, 2 cans of black beans, and I happen to have already. These need to be rinsed and drained, so I've already done that.
Plus, don't let your kids see the cream corn. You know, they think it's kind of heavy, which I kind of do too. But boy, it tastes good in a.
You know, my husband loves it. His grandma always made it. I don't care for it too much, but for this, it gives it just a little bit more. You know, instead of using a cream of chicken soup, you kind of got some creamy stuff going on here. So,
all right, back to my mixing.
2 cans of black beans.
Okay.
2 cans of the cream corn. It calls for some chili powder and some cumin, but instead of that, our emergency pack, we're just going to use a little bit of taco seasoning.
And that's a really quick and easy way to get a bunch of flavor. And you know, that actually I think does have some flour in it too. So does that kind of thicken it up?
Yeah, it would kind of thicken.
Right.
Yeah, would. So I'll just put.
For those of you rule followers, I just wouldn't get, you know, a lot of these kind of mix them all up in a bowl. It's not like it's precise.
It's not. Now we can add salt and pepper if you would like to. Sue just loves salt and pepper. Now while she's finishing up that, I'm going to make the topping. So I just have a box of the cornbread mix. Any brand will do, and these are, oh my, that is strong. I got a big whiff of it. These are usually like 30 cents.
You can use, instead of needing any cold remedy, you can just breathe the spice out of it.
I didn't think about that for cold and flu season.
I like those Jiffy, you know, the Jiffy ones they're cheap and they're easy. I mean, seriously, cheap and easy. Cheap and easy.
You're the cheap one, I'm the easy one.
Yeah, right.
At Thanksgiving, whenever I make the stovetop stuffing, I know you think I'm bad for doing that, but I always make my own cornbread, and I use the Jiffy cornbread and put that in there. So for the topping, I have mixed 1 egg, 1/3 cup of milk, and butter. You want to put in a couple tablespoons of butter for me? I was going to skip the butter because I thought to save some fats. Sue thought it wouldn't have any flavor. So.
But you know, this smart balance. Is really pretty tasty.
It doesn't have any of the hydrogenated oils.
And it lowers your cholesterol, it says.
That's 1 tablespoon.
Do you believe that?
It lowers it? Or it just doesn't raise it?
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I always just sort of hear things and I never remember the whole quote.
I want to eat a butter that lowers your cholesterol.
Well, that if it does, you got to worry about it, huh? This has got flax.
I think it just doesn't raise it, maybe.
You know, it's amazing. Those farmers, when they were years ago, they didn't worry about any of this stuff.
They didn't.
They just worked harder. You know, they didn't sit on their patooties and watch TV all day long. So, you know, when do we add that?
Yeah, all that goes in there now.
Oh, this
cans. Everything goes in there.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
All this is the topping.
You can see I didn't brief my. The producer didn't run the.
No.
The producer Janet didn't run the complete recipe by me. Okay.
So yeah, just very much like this is going to be lumpy, the cornbread mixture, so that's okay.
So now we're going to put this where?
Now we've got what do you call that? A pan?
Casserole pan?
Thank you. Spray it just a little bit. Sue's going to dump it in there. I hope that that is large enough.
Okay, I'll just dump a bit. How's that?
You'd think you had two of them.
You'd think you had yeah, I think you could. And then freeze one.
See, I have small and then I have large. I don't have the in-between size.
You know what? You can't have everything. You got to make it do. I mean, you can spend your whole, more than that, you think? I don't think so. Because we want, the cornbread's the best part.
Yeah, that's true. It's not that much cornbread.
No, I think it'll,
I don't know. Okay. I'm okay. Let's do this.
So it'll cook right on top. And then if you put like just lather a bunch of butter in there, oh man, that does look good.
I cook it for about 30 minutes on 350, excuse me, on 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes because everything here is already cooked. You just need the cornbread.
Do you want it to completely cover it, or you?
Okay. Yes, I do.
Yes, she does.
I want it to cover.
Don't be messing with the casserole.
Okay. You could just.
How about I take that away from you, Madam Producer? Okay.
And there you go.
So that would feed. That actually is plenty. That's a big recipe. You could make 2 full.
Yeah.
And freeze the bottom, and then make another cornbread thing. Just
yeah.
Right. That was cool. That was easy.
That
we
was
have our
easy.
easy button.
We don't. It's offside.
Yep. Well, thanks for joining us for one more quick and easy meal from the emergency pack. We'll
see you tomorrow.
Bye.